While you're seated in the cramped comfort of your coach seat, have you ever wondered about that little hole on the plane window? Or whether the crew even gets to catch some Z's during a long-haul flight? And could you actually request a second serving of that delicious pasta dish they served for lunch? Buckle up, because here's your first-class access to the 10 secrets flight attendants never tell passengers. What's up, fact addicts? This is Discovery Amuse, serving up your daily dose of the most outrageous, outlandish, and out-of-this-world fun facts. Try not to be grossed out by our number one revelation. You can thank us later. Let's get ready for takeoff! Number 10. Lavatory doors. When a child is stuck or someone experiences an emergency situation inside the lavatory, what's a cabin crew to do?
Return to your seats, please.
Fret not, because they can actually open the lavatory door from the outside. And so can you! Just lift the toilet or lavatory sign on the door, where you'll find a hidden unlocking feature. Slide the latch sideways and voila! Now that the secret's out, be sure not to play pranks on anyone, as doing so may get you offloaded or banned from getting on future flights. And for the love of God, take your Mile High Club escapades somewhere else.
Let me go to the bathroom. Just let me go. Oh my God!
Stay tuned, because our number one pick will surely make you think twice about taking your socks off while on board. Number 9. Rest compartment. Yes, our beloved flight attendants also get some much-needed shut-eye during a long-haul flight. And no, they're not sleeping in a sitting position. In fact, they're dozing off more comfortably than we do in our economy class seat. Their hidden rest compartment is usually located above or adjacent to the passenger compartment. The rest cabin for the flight crew and cabin crew is usually segregated, and they're strictly off-limits to passengers, so don't even attempt to sneak in. They can be tucked behind a hidden stairway or accessed through a secret overhead hatch that requires a pass key. See if you can spot them on your next trip. Number 8. Asking for seconds. You gotta admit, in-flight meals are getting more and more sumptuous. Well, depends on the airline, of course.
Grab myself a snack. You want some?
In fact, some airlines consult top-class chefs about their menu. Heston Blumenthal, for one, is known to be a consultant for British Airways, and Air France has asked for help from some French Michelin-starred chefs in the past. If that exquisite salmon dish got your craving for seconds, most airlines will be happy to give you additional servings, provided that everyone in the plane has already had their fill. Airplane food has a short shelf life, so they must be consumed immediately. Also, flight attendants are not allowed to eat the food intended for their guests. So, if you ask politely, you'll be blessed with a second helping.
Well, nobody told me that.
Number 7. Hole-in windows. If you're a window seat type passenger, like yours truly, chances are you've noticed that tiny hole at the bottom of the window. These holes are called bleed holes, and its primary purpose is to balance air pressure in the cabin. This is because the higher the altitude of the plane, the lower the oxygen level gets, which can make people feel sick or, worse, pass out. The hole keeps everyone safe by keeping the cabin's pressure much greater than the outside air. If you look closely, the window has 3 panes. The outer and middle pane are for the air pressure difference, while the innermost pane is placed to protect the other 2 panes. Another function of these holes is to release moisture and minimize frosting on your windows, so you can snap those IG-worthy cloud shots. Number 6. Fragile sticker. This hits hard. But one secret our flight attendants wouldn't tell us is that our luggage still can get tossed around even if it has the fragile sign plastered on it. You heard that right. With all the pressure to get all the bags and luggage in and out of the planes on time, it's a risk that airport crews take to avoid any delays. You've seen some of the viral videos, right? I guess it's the lesser of two evils, the other one being that your checked-in luggage doesn't arrive with you. But whether your luggage getting potentially damaged is indeed the lesser of the two evils is still a point of contention. At the end of the day, just make sure your breakables are packed securely, just to be on the safe side. Number 5. Oxygen masks. It's a known fact that when the airplane's cabin pressure falls below a particular threshold, oxygen masks will automatically drop from the plane's ceiling. But what most of us don't know is that those masks can only give around 12 to 15 minutes of oxygen. But before you gasp in horror, I'm here to tell you that it shouldn't be a cause for panic. Aside from the fact that there are several minutes of backup oxygen available for everyone, airline pilots say that 12 to 15 minutes is usually more than enough time for the pilot to be able to maneuver the plane to a safe altitude of less than 10,000 feet above the ground, where passengers can breathe more comfortably.
It's now safe to remove your masks.
In the unfortunate event that you get to experience oxygen masks being deployed, there's one thing you must remember. Keep calm and take no selfies. Number 4. Pickup lines. Who hasn't had a tiny little crush on a flight attendant ever in their life? Don't tell my wife. But save your corny pickup lines.
Tell me about it, stud.
Because you're probably the 100th person to try to hit on one of them. Most industry professionals have grown so used to it and have already mastered the subtle art of fending off unsolicited advances that sometimes borders on sexual harassment. Besides, you're not in a floating bar 30,000 feet above the ground. Know how to really earn the favor of a flight attendant? Don't ring that call bell too much. They're not your personal butler or waiter.
Ma'am?
Could you give me a second, sir?
Number 3. Don't get drunk. Some airlines serve alcohol on board, and flight attendants would be more than willing to serve you some booze, but when they sense you've had more than you should, they'll cease being your mile-high bartender. Since there is less oxygen in a moving plane, you can easily be dehydrated, and drinking alcohol can dehydrate you faster and make you feel intoxicated faster than you normally would.
Ready to party!
And because it's illegal for flight attendants to get a passenger drunk, they might cut you off when you're getting visibly buzzed.
I am completely relaxed.
Don't hold it against them. Cheers! Number 2. Tap water. Try not to wince on our next secret, but did you know that tap water on some airlines isn't the most sanitary?
Yeah.
The tap water used to serve coffee and tea is also the same water used in airplane lavatories. A flight attendant even revealed that the tubes where the water comes from are not regularly cleaned. Ugh. A 2019 airline water study revealed that tap water on major U.S. carriers are contaminated with varying levels of E. coli and coliform. Passengers are therefore advised to never drink water aboard planes unless it's bottled water. Or better yet, bring your own bottled water. As long as it suits the minimum liquid requirement when boarding the aircraft, you're good. Before we take off to our number 1 pick, do us a solid and make sure to smash the subscribe button and hit the notification bell. Don't forget to choose all so you won't miss out on any of our latest life-changing, boredom-busting content. And of course, be sure to turn on notifications in your app's settings. Now, fasten your seatbelts to prepare for the top secret among flight attendants. Number 1. Never go barefoot. Or could we? It's been an open secret that with thousands of passengers and several flights every single day, planes are never thoroughly cleaned the way that we would want them.
And may this entire airplane find safe passage and a bountiful life.
Some flight attendants have even called airplanes steel tubes of germs. The dirtiest parts on board are high-touch areas such as the tray table, window shades, seat belts, and backseat pocket. But flight attendants have claimed that the dirtiest of them all is the floor. Airplane floors are the dirtiest because they touch all imaginable filth. Luggage that's rolled through mud, garbage, vomit, dirty diapers, food, and dirt off people's shoes, among others. However, because of the COVID-19 pandemic, airlines have become more aggressive when it comes to cleaning their aircrafts. High-tech disinfectants are now used for large surfaces that provide up to 7 days of protection against bacteria, molds, and viruses. These days, aircrafts are also cleaned thoroughly before every single flight. But of course, it's better safe than sorry, so keep those socks on if you know what's good for you. So, which among these in-flight secrets surprised you the most? Let us know in the comment section below. Take home any of our exclusive gear by browsing our merch shelf or clicking the link in the video description. And while you're at it, take our quiz to find out how you can earn extra cash online doing what you do best. Awesome, right? Want to solve more odd mysteries right under your nose? Then don't miss our list of the 15 amazing secrets hidden in everyday things. Till then, keep soaring high, Factnatics, and see you in the next video!